A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. First down, Love to pass. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Complete. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone. 25-yard line.
The first carry out for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A second down throw for Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
3rd and 15.
3rd and long for Love.
They'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
We got position on him, and he pulls it in. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete to number 87.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
3-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 on the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And they're going to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
At the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
3rd and 2. Love with it. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For the Bears.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And he'll bang that one through.
That's the score. Vikings 21. Bears.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On second down now. It's Love, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking deep for Julio. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run. Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second down. Here's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
3rd down.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Love from the gun. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
47-yard line.
Let's show them how to play football. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt, and his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Chicago.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. That'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Roquan Smith.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
2nd and 10. At the
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he goes out right around the 39. The fake punt gets him 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Ball carrier.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll hand it off. It's Love. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
He's tackled at the
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield and go incomplete. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, pushed their backs clearly against the wall.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll run with Love. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that really successfully in this game.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Love now on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's second and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Love. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
Down and goal.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
And the Vikings able to recover. The Hams team does its job. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Vikings 34, Bears 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Operating from the gun. Love. The Vikings are after it, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And it's 3 and out.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Minnesota, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come.